morning. It is Thirsty Thursday, October 8th. Happy birthday, Dad. I love you. 2018. And that's the topic we're going to talk about today. So it's chilly. It's 36 degrees. It's the calm before the storm. We're supposed to get rain and snow this weekend. Yay, us. So yeah, that's so exciting. T-shirt stuff, I'm still working on making the little template things. It's taking so long because that stupid app messes up. And I cleaned my cache, I cleaned my history, I tried using a different browser, and none of it's supported, first of all. But yeah, it didn't work. It didn't make a big difference. So what happens is I upload an image. When I upload an image, I have to then go ahead and create it how I want it to be printed. So if I want, let's say I upload Mickey Mouse and I want to do his pants red and his ears black and the rest of him the color of the t-shirt, I have to upload it, make it so that way only the red shows, so that way I can tell the printer just to use that part for red vinyl. And then I have to upload it, and then I have to save it. And then I have to save it after I've done that, erase all the non-red parts. But if you go to save it and you have like one little dot left on the screen, you can hit back, and that should technically keep the image with all of your corrections on it, and it doesn't. It makes the image back to the original image. So now I have to do all that work over again. And so some of them I've just left the little black marks because it's just too much work to go through. Like with the Steelers, when I was doing the Steelers hoodie the other day, it was a pain in the ass because they've got, the black, the yellow, and then they've got the diamonds, the red, the yellow, and the blue diamond. So it just was a pain in the ass to go through and do all of that. So, whatever. So, it's taking me longer to do it, which is a pain. And it's frustrating because I pay money for this, to use the software. And there's nothing else that I can do. I mean, the only other thing would be to edit my images in another software and have them ready to use in this software. Yeah. That's my option. So what the fuck am I paying for then? Why am I paying you $10 a month then? And what did I pay $150 for a fucking machine then? So I can go and spend another $100 on Photoshop? So those are the annoying parts. And that's why it's taking me so long. Yeah, time to upgrade. So, my dad. My dad is an alcoholic, and my dad is very dysfunctional. He's a typical old G hood guy, straight from the streets. Yeah, I know, you never know, listening to me talk. But that's who my dad is. And I love him to death. He's not like a father figure. He's more like a brother. But he's my dad, and I accept him how he is. He is who he is, and it's not going to change. And he has a girlfriend who is, I'll be nice, is the same as he is. We'll just put it that way. And so they have a very toxic relationship. They beat each other up, they talk shit to each other, all kinds of stuff. Very, very toxic. But the difference is she calls the police on him all the time. She's dumped oil on him. She's made him lose a tooth. He's gotten it. Stop talking to my sister because of her. It just, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. And she doesn't give up a fucking thing. Well, where does my dad sit today? In jail. Because they got into an argument and she got pissed. So she called the police. And she told the police that she feared for her life. Now, with my dad's history, she's lucky that they didn't go there with their guns drawn. But they didn't. And so she called the police. And of course, what do? They take my dad to jail for domestic violence. Well, because of my dad's history, and because of her calling a whole bunch, they're familiar with this situation, and in their report it states that they're familiar between the two of them. She's got a history of calling and then recanting, and this is their pattern. But the state still has to continue with it. They're not going to not. It would be because there's too many cases where if it were true that he was beating her and she feared for her life, if it was true, which it's not in this situation, but if it was true and they just released him and then he wound up killing her, the state would look like a dummy. So they're not going to just release him. They're going to charge him. Now, they're not going to charge him. He's being charged with felony domestic violence. It'll be lessened. He'll get a lesser charge just because they have no witness, no victim. She refuses to write a statement or testify or any of that stuff. So she'll, it'll be less. But he's still going to have to serve time. Today's his birthday. So he's missing his birthday. Thanksgiving is in a week and a half. He's missing Thanksgiving. Christmas is next month. He's going to miss Christmas. New Year's is the month after. He's going to miss New Year's. 2 months later is his grandson's birthday. He's going to miss that. A month later is his other grandson's birthday. He's going to miss that. Now, they're all grown, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's still a big deal. A month after that, he's going to miss his great-grandson's birthday. All because this bitch feels like calling the police. Now, she's actually done some extra grimy shit this time. So apparently she's cheated on my dad. She swears she didn't, which we all know is a crock of shit. She swears she didn't, but my dad saw her. So you can deny it all you want, but he saw her with his own eyes, so whatever. She's moved the man in her house, in their house, after my dad was arrested. Yeah. Grimy ass shit. So, I'm dadless because you want to be a thought, a hoe, a crackhead, a prostitute, or whatever the fuck you're being right now. And you're a fucking... She's like 50. 55. He's 61, so she's like 58. Acting like you're 25. Yeah. So not impressed. So not impressed with this whole thing. So, yeah. And her and I have not gotten along. We used to get along. And then she started talking shit. She took something that I said to her, twisted it, and started blabbing it to people. So, no, we don't get along anymore. You fucked that up, bitch. And this is what cracks me up. So, she will try, she tries to, throw shit at me. You got nothing. She's like, why don't you pay attention to your own backyard? My backyard's nice and clean, thank you. There's no shit in mine. She's got nothing. Like with my sister, she used to talk shit to my sister all the time, call my sister all kinds of names, call her a bad mom, call her a bad person, call her this, call her that, call her this, call her that. You got no ammo. No ammo, bitch. None. And you know that my dad loves me and will fuck your world up if you get it fucked up. So she doesn't go there because my dad and I have this bond. When I was born, I was dying. I'm his firstborn. I'm his first child. I'm his first daughter. And so when I was born, I was dying, which then created the bond even more. So, though it's not like a father-daughter relationship, you know, he doesn't give me dad advice, or he doesn't, you know, he never taught me to throw a ball, or, you know, was there when I went to a dance, or any of that stuff. It's not like that at all. He's still my dad, and he still protects me like a dad, you know, and he's very protective of me and my sister. The difference is, you know, he really wasn't there a whole lot with my sister, and when he was, you know, he was on his street binges. So it's a different relationship what they have. They're more like each other. So they butt heads a whole lot. And where I'm a little bit more rational and methodic about certain things, I don't bark at him. I don't come at him. I come at him on a different level. And so I don't come at him like that. So the relationship that he and I have is totally different than the relationship her and he has. And him and I have not talked for a while because we do butt heads when he's drinking and on those binges. We do butt heads. And he knows I do not tolerate any of that. I don't tolerate it. I don't like it. I'm not shy with telling him I don't like drunk dad. That's not my dad, and I don't want to be around him. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to see him. I don't want none of it. I love him regardless, but I can't be with you or around you or next to you or talk to you or any of that when you're drunk. I just can't do that. So he respects that and he stays away. And if I happen to pop up and show up and he's drinking, he won't drink. He stays drunk, obviously, but he won't drink so that way he gets more intoxicated, and I don't stay very long. I just pop in and check in and see how he's doing. But when it comes to family functions and spending time together, he does not drink that whole entire day. And a lot of times he won't drink the day before. Like when we went to New York this past summer, he did not drink at all. Like he didn't drink Friday, and we left Saturday morning, and he didn't drink all day Saturday. And that's the way it has to be. And those are my rules. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And he respects them, and he does it. And, you know, I don't like him drunk around my kids or my grandkids or any of that. And so he understands and he respects it. And that's the relationship that we have. Now, because my sister is more like him, they drink together. You know, they've gotten drunk together. You know, I believe they've gotten high together on weed. I don't really know, but I drink once in a while, but I don't get drunk with my dad. We would be fighting. Fist fighting, let me tell you. So I don't do it. I just don't. I'll have a drink, but I won't do it. So, you know, I am irritated that this is where it is. And so I'm trying to get him not to go back to her. You know, I am trying to get him to just leave her the fuck alone. Because I don't know how many times she's put him in jail, like 5. You know, I mean, now it's a felony domestic charge because it's been so many times against the same victim. So the state's just like, fuck it. Even though they know that it's not a real claim, but just because of it being habitual, this is where they're at with it. Which is kind of annoying. So that's where I am, frustrated, disappointed, sad, in wanting to blow the bitch up. But I won't. I'm working hard to get my dad out. Which I know it's going to take a little bit. So, that's what it is, I guess. So that's it. Nothing else really is going on. Counting down the days till I have to start this liquid. Well, it's not really a liquid diet because I get to eat one meal a day. But basically a liquid diet. And then surgery. Can't wait. And I so need new pants because I have holes in my thighs on one of my jeans. But I'm not buying any clothes because I know even these 2 weeks of eating one meal a day, I'm going to lose weight. I know I'm going to lose weight really fast. So I'm not spending money on any clothes right now. Nothing. Okay. So you guys have a great day. The best investment you can make is in you. What are you investing in you today? Today I am investing in going to work early, and I'm going to continue to make my t-shirt templates, and hopefully I can get through them soon so I can start posting them for Christmas. My goal is to have it done by Thanksgiving, so that way I can roll out a Black Friday deal. And I haven't figured out what deal I'm going to roll out yet, but I'm going to roll out a Black Friday deal. Probably something like if you order a hoodie, you get a t-shirt for free. You buy 2, you get 1 free. I don't know, something. But I'm gonna make it happen. So you guys have a great Thursday. It's payroll day, so I got to go in and check hours. All right, bye-bye.